position.
And they bring Ben Davies into it here. He'll get it back again, forward from full-back, and it just needed a touch in the middle from the captain. That didn't take long, did it? Showed over 90 seconds on the clock, and Harry Kane has Spurs in front already. Easy as that.
No surprise, it's Harry Kane, and we talked about the fact that he's created so much this siege-yard box, and it's a brilliant delivery in there, and no surprise that he puts it away. What a start for Tottenham. The frustration more than anything for the visiting team is you want to start well, keep it tight for the opening period, but Tottenham have got in far too easy in that wide area, and the delivery by Davies is spot on, it really is. You have to argue those centre-backs in that near post area, it's too easy for that ball to get into that corridor.
Well, he's already
not allowing them to play.
As he's playing it forward again, and there is an opportunity here maybe. Joe Hart.
Tottenham being opened up. Sanchez caught the head of play out of Varela. Vulnerable in a 2v1 situation. Ben Davies can't narrow up quick enough, and they're relieved into those spaces to attack.
Did well to get on the end of that one. Did Lo Celso.
Just drags the centre half out. Lo Celso makes it his own. His eyes obviously light up. The goal, make the goalkeeper make a save, knowing that there's Tottenham shirts for any rebound.
Doherty, the furthest forward from fullback here. He has primarily been playing as a fullback, finding Lucas Moura's going to take the shot on.
So much has been made of Matt Doherty coming to Tottenham and playing in an orthodox back four, but I think the positions he'll take.
Celso had continued his run, still with Stephen Bergwijn. Again, the goalkeeper couldn't hold it, with Harry Kane trying to.
But it's not convincing. You want to see him really drive at the heart of that defence, gets his strong.
Europa League at least to be involved in. Hyfa continuing to ask.
It doesn't look like there's much space, but they're firing the ball in. The layout's good. The touch just to correct.
Sherry trying to pick up the pieces here, and again goes for the spectacular. And it's stunning. They've been given a little warning moments earlier, but Tottenham peck one just bends past the far post, but this one gives him no chance. And again, too much space in that 10 area to get his head up. There's 5 Tottenham shirts in and around him, yet he can settle the ball, turn, have a little look about what's his options, and still has time to get his head down and make the strike. Joe Hart and certainly Mourinho must be furious with that. Take nothing away from the strike, that is. And it goes from Bergwijn, flicked on and in, and Tottenham back on top already. Lucas Moura swiftly restoring the Spurs lead. Simple as that from the set piece.
No, it's a great set piece, it really is. The concern is how static Maccabi are in terms of zonal marks. Initially to draw the near post guy out of the position, ducks then underneath him, picks up the flight brilliantly, and it's a great header.
Here it comes from Kane, just over that wall, but Cohen right. This is Doherty, does have white shirts to try and pick out in the middle. Lucas Moura wouldn't quite fall for the shot initially, it does now for Lo Celso, and Tottenham have that 2-goal cushion they were hoping for. Took it really smartly.
The ball comes in, Doherty that right-hand side, gets his head up, floats a lovely ball, and Moura gets a great header, looks like it's goal-bound, but it gets blocked. But Tottenham keep it alive. The ball falls to Lo Celso, that's a brilliant left-footed finish, it really is. Goalkeeper, no chance.
And here goes Harry Kane, the man who started the scoring. Slipping in Lo Celso once more, and he scored once more. It's the second goal for Giovanni Lo Celso in a matter of minutes, and Tottenham racing toward.
Looks Moura, Lo Celso now as well. And is it no surprise it's Harry Kane with another assist? And people talk about him being the classic number 9, but when he drops deep into that 10, the timing, the release of that pass was spot on. Initially when it breaks to him, you're thinking he's going to drive for goal himself. He's assessing his situation, gets his head up, way the path is perfect, recovering defender can't get to it, goalkeeper can't come out to smother it. It's a lovely dink finish.
There's Bergwijn, he's full of tricks and flicks just at the moment. Didn't have a lot of room in which to work. Harry Kane trying to turn.
He's onside. Bergwijn with that skills again, keeping the ball in tight areas. It's lovely slotted pass, but the touch should be setting.
System has been fairly prolific in Hyfa. They've worked this well.
Shaking his head as if to say this rule. He's running back. His hand is down by the.
And it's a really coolly taken penalty right into the corner. And a little bit of hope for Maccabi Haifa just the start to the second half that he and they were hoping.
That's a comfortable penalty, it really is. Joe Hart's using all his experience to try and play a few mind games with him, but it's composure, to be perfectly honest. Knows Joe commits to his left-hand side and just slots it on the opposite side. Penalty's all we're seeing. And we're finding it difficult. Brilliant. The first one just past the post, as we said, and that amazing strike, the third, but he's at full strength there.
Knowing that Bergwijn was behind him, this is Kane for Davis to try and flash one in.
And La Liga, these have been given all the time. Those hands, his body, yes, it's hit his hand, but it's going to be hitting.
Tonight for Spurs. Harry Kane makes it 5-2, and they trade penalties at the start of the second half. Both equally dubious maybe in their award, but both
can take a penalty any way you like. Top corner, bottom corners, down the middle. Must be so difficult for a goalkeeper to try and read his past history in terms of what he likes to do, because he can do it all.
The Gareth Bale. Again, there's the effort from range.
You're out of the game now, he's just you against that goalkeeper, and he's got to be more convincing than that.
Aziza with the ball forward, another one back. This one isn't going to count. Took it.
The runs made before the ball can be played. That's good defending to recognise that. Because
by now Sissoko. Maybe left for Harry Winks to deliver the cross. Ali exit run for Lucas Moura. We've seen that before. They've worked it well here for Doherty. Back in towards Lucas again. Time asking Bergwijn to chase it. Gets to it ahead of Habashi, and he's left him on the floor here. Bergwijn, options arriving in support in the middle. That for the hat-trick. And that'll do it surely. Spurs have 6, and Harry Kane has half of them. The man who started the scoring in just the second minute has surely the group stages.
It's a brilliant finish by Harry Kane, it really is. But give credit to Dele Alli. Initially gets back goal side in and around his own box, plays out from there and then breaks through with pace. And it's him who releases Bergwijn with a brilliant bit of skill on that left-hand side. How often have we seen Harry Kane? He's not admiring the play, he's making sure he gets in and around that box, and when that ball slipped to him, just a lovely deft finish with his so-called weaker foot, if he has one.
Last minute of the 90, Lucas Moura to Dele Alli.
Oh wow.
Brilliant footwork from Dele Alli, and he was caught. It is a penalty.
Brilliant bit of skill, wow.
By Dele Alli here.
Even the first touch there is lovely, soft one with his left foot as well, but that little bit of skill. So difficult as a centre-half because you don't expect it, and by the time it's gone through your leg, Dele Alli's away.
In the immediate minutes here, Dele Alli stands over the penalty kick and scores! With a 7th for Spurs in stoppage time, brought on at half-time. Dele Alli does has his say, does add his name to the score sheet. Ali and Spurs celebrate 7-2 now.
Well, talked about Dele Alli in the headlines. He's been over the last few weeks in terms of not being in the squad. And certainly the headlines tomorrow will be that brilliant bit of skill.